Hi, friends. Okay, so I am in Cancun right now. Probably, not sure if I'll be able to send this before I get back or if I'll send you this video after I get back. But right now, in the process of recording this, I am sitting in Cancun. This is why I'm not in professional attire. I have a little mascara on, but no makeup. But look at my view. I wanted to share this with you. This is my view right now. Isn't it just gorgeous sitting on the patio of our room in Cancun? My husband earned a President's Club. Anyway, I just have a few minutes and I just thought it would be so fun to do a video and it like in Cancun. How does that sound fun? It sounds fun to me. So as I was thinking of what would be so fun to share with you today, I thought, oh my gosh, how fun would it be to talk about how to attract our desires to us? So I want to talk really quickly about two different things that we can do. The first thing is, you guys know I am a lover of astrology. So the first thing that you can do is take a look at where Venus is in your chart. And I'm talking like specifically the house. So below this, I will put a link to Astro-Charts. So you can go there and look at your natal chart. So what you're going to do is you're going to look at like where Venus is. She looks like a little person. I think most people know what Venus looks like, right? It's like a little person. Um, and then instead of looking at the sign that she's in, you're actually going to look at the house that she's in. And I will kind of put a little bit of a description of that. So one of the reasons why I'm going to come in. One of the reasons why you want to look at this to know how to attract your desires is because Venus, while she is the planet of love, one of the things that I heard really distinctly when I was listening to the planets, and asking Venus what she says, was that she said, "This is the area of your life that I bring things into the physical existence." And one of the reasons why we want to look at this is because when we're working to attract our desires in our life, it's good for us to see where our desires naturally flow as a way to not just build our confidence, but establish a foundation. Does that make sense? So, like, when I look at natal charts and I do an assessment session, one of the very first things I start with is where the sun sign is. And where the sun sign is where your voice naturally shines in your life. And so we really take a look at that as a foundation for the voice. So the foundation for attraction, we can look at Venus and where she is naturally pulling things in, right? And that will help give us kind of that foundation for receiving the things that we desire. And we can say, okay, I really like attract things physically into my existence. So I'll share this really quick example. My niece, her Venus is in the ninth house, and typically ninth house is education, it's religion, it's travel, it's things like that. This girl is phenomenal at finding clothing, like a really good clothes at like secondhand stores, like fantastic shoes that look like they're brand new. They probably were only worn a couple of times before they were taken in, right? She has just got like the most glorious wardrobe. But the reason why it attracts so well to her, because you would think that that would be like maybe in the first house because it's clothes, or maybe in the second house, right? But she views clothes as educating people about herself. So it might not necessarily fit into like exactly the box, but I think it's so fun. And when I shared that with her, that's what I heard her Venus saying, she was like, "Oh my gosh, yes, clothing is absolutely a way that I educate people on Me. So we want to take a look at that. So you can look at that and just gain some more information about yourself and what kind of like is the easy route to attract. The other thing that I wanted to share about attracting and how we attract our desires is this. Oh my gosh, I just want to be so fast. Just want to say so many things too at the same time. I only have a couple minutes. So let's see. Where do I want to start first? When it comes to setting goals and when it comes to getting our desires, it's so easy, or it has been so easy for me in the past to be like, I'm going to push, I'm going to push, I'm going to push, I'm going to get it, I'm going to make it happen, like all of these things, right? And so it kind of feels like like a push from behind. And I had a goal recently, and when I set the goal, I set a deadline, and I heard that the goal would not be achieved in that space, that it would actually be achieved in February. And I was like, no, I want it to happen in January. Uh, and I had a specific deadline for it. But the thing is that as I worked through the process and I was checking in every day to see what I needed to do to achieve that goal, what I needed to do to receive that goal, one of the biggest learning pieces that I gained through that process was that I no longer want to achieve a goal with a push behind. I actually want to receive a goal from the pull in the front. So it's kind of like me and the goal are being attracted to each other. And it's like this, I don't know, a pull towards the goal. And that's how Venus is. She's like, hey, baby. She's like this, hey, baby, come on, and that is what I want to feel between me and my goal, me and my desire, is this attractiveness between that. And having that be my way to get to my desire, my way to get to my goal, has changed my outlook on what to do and how to do it, and even the stress that I might have been putting on myself before when the goal had to be achieved by a certain day, right? Because you have that deadline and it's like you've got to get it done, and then all of a sudden there's stress and there was freaking out, and I did have that. Anyway, I don't know if you can hear that in the background. The party is getting started. So really taking a look at my desires and allowing myself to be pulled toward those desires in a way that feels in alignment for me and is in alignment with me and my goal does make it so much easier. So last piece of this whole thing, and then I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna head over to the party. The last piece is that you really sit in the feeling of that desire. What does it feel like to be in that desire? One of the biggest parts to manifesting isn't just having it isn't the goal. So in all reality, it isn't the goal that we want. It's the experience with the goal. It's the experience with the desire that we want. And so if we can, when we sit in the frequency of that desire, that's what creates the pull to it the fastest, right? The quickest and the most efficiently, because we're sitting in that desire. So this is my recommendation. My recommendation is sit down and take a moment and really tune into what it is that you desire right now. And then imagine yourself in that space. And what you're asking is, what does it feel like in my body? What does it feel like in my heart? So what emotions am I experiencing as I'm sitting in this space? What feeling am I having in my body as I'm in this space? And really get clear on that. And then the fun part is, you get to create like a playlist based on that feeling in your body, based on that feeling in your heart, that emotion that you're having, that feeling that you're having. And then you can connect to that playlist and sit in that, because that playlist will actually help you move into the vibration and move into the frequency of your desire. And as you sit into that sit in that frequency of your desire, you will be able to you'll receive ideas of what it is that you need because you're in alignment with that frequency. You'll know the next step. You'll be patient. You'll know that your desire is inevitable and that you will receive it. My husband qualified for this trip last minute. Like, we're talking really last minute. Like, the deadline was the next day, and he got the deal that came in was within 24 hours of the end date for the year. And I don't know. I just because a woman is like a huge part of receiving. I mean, he did all the work. He did all the work, right? But as him and I talked about it, it was just like, this is inevitable. This is inevitable. President's Club is inevitable. And really sat in the frequency of what it would be like to be here in Cancun with the rest of his company. And voila, we're here. Yes, there was hard work. Yes, there were things that he needed to do, but he knew what those were. And every time we talked about it, it was like, let's get back into that space of what it's like to be in alignment with yourself and with the desire. So, okay, that's it. I love you. I hope this was helpful. And I would love to hear, what is your desire? What does it feel like to be in there? You can even share with me a song that comes to mind when you think about feeling that desire. Like, what is your theme song for that desire that you have? Okay, I think that's it. Okay, I love you. I'll talk to you later. Bye.